Let's go. We're live. What's doing? Waiting for some picture. It's showing me nothing. Nothing's up. Fuck, man. This is so frustrating. It's like, bro, are we live or not? Like, look at this. It's like, I don't even know. It says end stream live, but nothing's up. So probably, I'll bet you I'm live. I bet you can see this right now. Every day we got a big. Are we live or not? Yeah, we are live. Fuck me. Just does my head in this shit. Error occurred. Man, we got heaps of shit to talk about. Charts, technical analysis. We got lots of news. Starting from this one. Yep, here we go. We're on. All right, good. All right, so the first thing to talk about, we're going to go the topic, the advertised topic. Then we'll go charts, technical analysis, give you the A-grade technical analysis that you need and deserve. See the charts that you want to see. Visualize what's happening with the price, away from all the noise, away from all the fugazi, smoke and mirrors, the cloud of uncertainty that arises. Massive development. Rubio confirms that Ukraine agreed to a proposed immediate ceasefire, followed by negotiations to end this conflict permanently. Now it's up to Russia to accept, but we shall see. The ball is now in their court. Let's watch this together. I haven't watched it yet, so we'll watch it together for the first time, and then we will continue from there. All right, let's just say, because this is very important for markets, because markets love certainty. And war is uncertain times. You noticed that back when the market completely tanked when the war was announced. Because what does this mean? Yeah, that was the whole question. What does this mean? What stocks are going to do well? What stocks are going to do poorly? What's going to suffer? What's not? And that's what happens with markets. It's massively full of uncertainties. And now, potentially, flip that. We might get some bullishness.
Iranians have accepted, which is to enter into a ceasefire and into immediate negotiations to end this conflict in a way that's enduring and sustainable and accounts for their interests, their security, their ability to prosper as a nation. I want to personally we both want to thank the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, His Majesty, for hosting us, for making this possible. They've been instrumental in this process, and we're very grateful to them for hosting us here today. And hopefully we'll take this offer now to the Russians. And we hope that they'll say yes, to peace. The ball is now in their court. And but again, the president's objective here is, number one, above everything else, he wants the war to end. And I think today Ukraine has taken a concrete step in that regard. We hope the Russians will reciprocate. Today we made an offer that the Ukraine...
There you go, a little bit of positivity. News to talk about. So Bitcoin chart, one candle equals 1 day. That's actually not what it is. Hold on. One candle equals 1 day. So far, following the yellow herpy-derpy line, I don't want or fully expect it to go down here, but it could, and it's better to be prepared for the worst and hopeful for the best. It's still in these channels, so in this channel and now in this channel. Okay, so we talked about this at depth. As a trend progresses, as a trend progresses, it gets increasingly parabolic in nature on average. So typically speaking, and that would be more or less following this line that we drew. You would get more steep, more parabolic, maybe even steeper, maybe even like fucking zzz, and then get that little Adam and Eve that I love so much. And off to the races, something like that. Something like that. There you've got little two herpidurptions. for Bitcoin. But as you know, I will state this one more. Pretty sad. It's not really what you want to see in a bottom. But yet again, Solana has came up and reclaimed above that significant 120. It's all about, with Solana, it's all about the $125 mark. That's all it's about. All $125 mark. That's what it is. It's all about that. That's everything that matters. $125 mark. Look at it. Over a year, 11 significant points where this $125 mark has got broken for liquidity reasons, stopped out, that's fine. But then it reclaimed and held, and then pushed high, pushed hard, pushed strong, packed the scrum with the boys. Okay, now we go over to a couple of altcoins that you might be interested in. We've got this big long channel, we're stepping it out. The Mask. Okay, this is a shitcoin called Mask. What I'm telling you is a relatively decent sized moves coming. On average, this thing on blue bars, it typically likes to move. It likes to move pretty far, 25%, typically around 25% at least on a 12-hour blue bar. You'd be getting, looking at those blue bars, you'd be getting daily blue bars for sure. Yep. Daily blue bars, it's even bigger. Look at the last time a daily blue bar here. Ready? See? Look at this. Little grind, and then bam. So blue bar. Okay, and then the Bollinger Band move whoops. The Bollinger Band move from these blue bars to the start of the move, which is the blue bars, the blue giga bars, whole 113% move. So this is about to do, all on the other side. Blue bar, bang, massive. Blue bar again, bang, massive. So whether you think this is a similar step to that, it definitely has. It looks like its feet. To me, this looks like its feet are hanging off the cliff. I'm probably going to look to open a short on this, but I would like to short at the range highs here, which is not a whole lot of a better price. It's not really. It's honestly not, but it's 5%, and if it's a 5, I'm just gonna have a quick drink. Hold on. 5% stop loss. You can't use too high. Like, you definitely can't. If you use 20x, you get stopped out. If you even use 15x, you'd get stopped out. So you want to lower it down. But in all reality, I'm just always looking for, like, that would have been a good entry here, obviously. but this hadn't really come onto my radar as soon as I hoped. It did, and then I brushed it. It didn't brush it, and it's turning into an even bigger signal now because it's turning into a daily chart. So I'm interested, and I want to look for an entry after another witch hunt, which would be top side. So you can see there's a big range here, big sideward range, big G box. You can drag a G box out to be exactly like that. Bang, bang, bang. So you got shorts. See how it gets rejected from this line here. I drew, clearly I draw it fast. I draw it fast, but oh man, this is tight in there. I want to get notified. Here, and then I'll react further after that. So we just want to get notified there. There's alert set. So watch mask for potentially further prices, unless you think it's bottoming here. Where is that the Adam and Eve that you want? Is that what you like? You like to look. Oh my god, is that what I just had the biggest feed? Is that what you like to see for a bottom? Stochastic moving into the extremes, 12. Looks like it wants to stay down a little bit longer to me. This is potentially a very, very, very good short opportunity. At least a 20% gain if that continues. So put that on your watch list. REQ breaking down from this grinding channel. Okay, it's been grinding up, and the channel's now starting to fail. Absolutely riddled with bear divergence. It's like a herpes. Very, very. I mean, the hidden bullish divergence has kept it going kept the trend going. As you can see, hidden bullish divergence has just kept the channel going, kept the trend going. But now it's starting to fail. So this was another coin that I'll set an alert on happily, and I'm looking to short. So yeah, that potentially means further down prices before things get better. I'm not really looking at any bottoms at the moment. The dollar DXY, yep, still trending down. This was one of the biggest drops that it's had, apparently. So in a long time, we'll cover this in a second. Some of the news I've got. That looks very bad, but which is very good for crypto. Okay, it's inversely correlated, so that's nice to see. American stock market's still starting to get a bit ratty, if you will, a bit ratty. But look here, you got this. Yeah, look at this. Herpy derp line. A little bit of a bounce here. We could probably move this up now because it's sort of done that. Something like this, maybe. Maybe things will get a little bit worse before they get better as the price descent gets steeper. Moving over to gold. Yep, here you go. Gold's just doing what we were saying that it's probably going to do. It's going to make this attempt at another high, probably a higher high in this circle here. Okay, so it's taking a little bit longer than expected, so we'll just drag this little circle over there. There you go, look at that, bang. Exactly, fits like a glove. Now let's move, continue. All right, here we go. Whales are buying very important stuff here, bit of Holy fuck, I've had my mic muted the whole time. Oh, it's nothing worse, dude. Holy shit. Holy shit. Raging. Anyways, well, maybe you've been able to read my lips. Flick through until now. Holy fuck. Alright, let's watch this video together.
Called every day by numerous big companies. I spoke at the Business Roundtable yesterday. They had the largest attendance they've ever had. And these are only the CEOs and chairmen, but mostly the people that run the boss, the people that run the top 150 companies. 150 people showed up. Every single company showed up. First time it ever happened. It's been around a long time. The biggest business leaders. We had a great discussion. It went really well. And I want to tell you, there's tremendous optimism out there about our country in terms of regulations being cut, in terms of taxes being cut. And it would be great if the Democrats would do what's right. It would be great if the Democrats would do what's right for our country for a change, because they really are. They've lost their way. They've lost their way. They financially will be stronger than ever before.
Did you hear him say the
I
markets
think the markets are going to soar.
There it is. Missed it at the start. I was still raging about it. Senator Ted Cruz says, I want Texas to be the oasis for Bitcoin.
I love it. I want it out of government control. I don't want federal bureaucrats having control over it. And I think you're seeing people responding to what's going to be a favorable regulatory environment. I want Texas to be the oasis for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency generally. And we are seeing miners and innovators from all over the world coming to Texas to invest and create new jobs when it comes to Bitcoin and crypto.
Well, I would think it's a lot better than having the Federal Reserve. You know, they talk about these central bank digital currencies.
Yes.
So this is like Hayekian currency competition.
Radio. The CPI inflation came in, falls to 2.8%. So there you go, eh? Cuts incoming potentially. The chances are probably going up. Market volatility has rarely been higher. Call options volume on the volatility index, the VIX, hit 1.5 million contracts last week, the sixth highest reading on record. So volumes have doubled over the last few weeks with the rise in market uncertainty. So everybody's uncertain, everyone's so bullish, the news is so bullish, like Trump's so good, everyone's like, what the fuck? But the markets are tanking, so this is a very emotional market, and there's a lot of high volatility. So there'll be a lot of people making a lot of money at the moment. Are you one of them? The short squeeze continued. Over the last 20 years, March 12th is the last day of the year that has a negative average year-to-date return for the S&P 500. Will history repeat itself this year? Some hope for the bulls. Stocks have bottomed on March 12th, the past 20 years on average. So all 20 years together combined to get a signal line, and this is what it's come up with, and this is where we at. So typically the year ends on a high, because on average the S&P 500 goes up every year, which makes sense. But yeah, typically low in March and April. So another one. There you go. Last thing. In January, M2 money supply rose 3.9% year over year, the fastest pace in 30 months. As the money supply has expanded, gold has become more valuable. Gold markets continue to be a crucial leading indicator. So when the money supply rises, gold pumps. This is the way. So money supply rising is a good thing for markets. Okay, it's bad overall for the economy because inflation's rising, typically, because there's more money in the system. But more money in the system means higher prices. So if you're a whole asset holder, you're getting benefits from this, a valuable asset holder, a scarce asset holder. If you just hold cash, then you're getting royally pegged. All right. Peace and love. Sorry about the mic muting, but nobody's back and watching